y'all. Look at my shirt. I got it from Walmart. Walmart is stepping it up, baby, with their mushroom gear. Okay. Today's video, we're going to crunch in 3 different things. 1, can somebody blow your trip? 2, what is it like to be too high? And 3, stop talking people out of things that they say that they want to do. Number 1, is it possible for somebody to blow your trip? Hell yes. I don't know who need to hear this, but it is possible for people to blow your trip. However, my remedy to that is...
You're not finna blow my motherfucking trip. I'm finna skate from around your ass. I'm just gonna change my set and my setting.
I'm going to put myself in a different space, or I'm gonna isolate, because that also worked for me too. Sometimes when I be overstimulated, I just withdraw, and that works for me. But that's a great way to reset. Just one time that my trip did get blown, it was just too much drama that was around me. And like, people was arguing, people was screaming at each other, and I'm just looking like, you guys are weird. Like, why? Like, shit they was arguing about, it didn't make sense to me. Like, it was so small. And they was just going on and on and on and on. And I'm like, what is wrong with y'all? Like, what? Like, yeah, no. So, it is possible for somebody to blow your trip, but my remedy to that is to get from around them. But because I'm making this video for y'all, I want to just give y'all a few things that maybe I just automatically do that you might need the advice to do. Comb through what's blowing you. Is it people that's blowing you? Is it the fact that you want to do something that's blowing you? Is it the fact that you want to move around, you want to be active, and you really can't do that? You're not in a position to go for a walk. Is that it? If you can pinpoint what specifically is blowing you, then I also think you have the ability to just change whatever it is that you genuinely don't like. Also, too, I think one of the biggest things that could blow somebody's trip outside of whatever they're around is the perspective and the opinions of other people. So I just want y'all to keep in mind that when you're dealing with other people, they can only give you their perspective that's based on their experience, no matter whether it's good, bad, or indifferent. I feel like this day and age, there are quite a few more people who are just willing to learn about psychedelics and are coming around to the idea, or at least accepting the fact that there are a growing number of people who participate in them, who have experience with them. And, you know, when you taking advice from other people, you got to consider the source. My experiences have been both good, and I'm not going to say bad, but I'm going to say good and necessary, because I may not have enjoyed something. I may have been uncomfortable, you know, from time to time, but discomfort forces you to grow. So with that being said, there's that. So can somebody blow your trip? Yes. I've given you the remedies. Let's move on. What is it like to be too high? Okay, brief story time. What does me being too high feel like? Because it's like, is there such thing as being too high for you? Because you do large numbers all the time and you like it. So what do you mean you was too high? Like, I thought you got a good tolerance. Okay, so yes, I do have a very high tolerance. Yes, I do like hero doses. But in the same breath, there was a time when I just felt like I was just too high. I used to smoke weed in college a lot. Like, I'm talking wake up, blunt for breakfast, call my homie, hey bro, you up? You want to match one? Yeah, bet. I'm going to unlock the patio door, hop the patio. He bet. All right, cool, pull up. I was a regular smoker. And I never could say that I felt like I was too high. Nah, I've been too high off weed before too. No, I definitely been too high off weed. But to be too high off shrooms, I'm going to say that the feeling was very similar. I felt like,
why am I this high? I can't come down from this.
So I think that's what it was. I was just so high for so long. Like, say that you peaked is like, okay, I was up there. Don't get me wrong, I was high for a long time. But then you start coming down within a tolerable time frame. And I think when you don't come down in a tolerable time frame, that's when you like, no, I'm just too high. So I think the time frame just lasted way longer than what I was anticipating. On top of that, we did an activity. I was floating during the activity. I had a real good time. But when we got back to like our Airbnb, I was just like trying to lay down, chill, not necessarily go to sleep, but you know, just lay down, chill, you know, have a little, you know, wind down before it's time for me to go to bed at some point in time. But no, as up and as stimulated as I felt, it was just like I was just too high. Like peak never broke. Like, you know, you go up the mountain and you come down. Like, no, you just up and up even more. At first I thought it was just me, but one of my other friends who was on the trip, she was like, no bro, I feel the same way. I'm tapped. I think I might have ate too much because I'm just too high. Like, I'm ready for it to like wind down, and it's not winding. I mean, it's winding, but maybe not the way I want it to. Which is why I started telling y'all go low and slow. It was right after that, because I feel like if I had just slowed down a little bit, I probably wouldn't have been as high, or I probably still would have been as high, but it would have been in waves, and I think I would have been able to just deal with that a lot better. Just reminded me of, like, you know how when kids are sleepy and they be fighting they sleep and they be doing shit to try to stay awake. That's what I felt like I was doing, because I just didn't have no choice but to be up because I couldn't go to sleep on them. So the only thing that seemed to like soothe me being too high was swinging my arm backwards like this and like laying down and doing that. So it created a breeze, and then it rotated this to like open this up. I don't know, like it was weird, but that's what happened. My last point that I want to make: stop trying to talk people out of things that they want to try. Okay, so first of all, y'all know that I like to test functionality, and also too, I like to be able to see if I can like push limits. I very much so like to dance. Having a conversation with some people who I don't really know them for real. They don't know me personally. I know of them. They know of me. So happened to be at the same event, and I had a mushroom shirt on, and it was like, oh yeah, I know you be doing a whole lot of shrooms. And I'm like, yeah, you know, I like shrooms. I do them a lot. And so I was like, I kind of want to take one of these classes and try to do it with this. And immediately they started trying to talk me out of doing of testing that level of functionality. Now, I'm gonna be very transparent with y'all. The type of dance class this was, it is no ho. I don't know how else to put it. It's no ho. Fast, it's upbeat, it got a lot of moving parts. Your legs gotta do one thing, your arms gotta do something else, your head gotta do something completely different than your arms and your legs, and probably rotate in the opposite direction, okay? It's a lot of moving parts. And so for some people who are beginners, it can be hard for them. Even for some of the most advanced dancers, they can pick it up, but it's like, hold on, wait a minute, I gotta run this back a couple times. Let me, you know what I'm saying, get my body familiar to this new movement that I've never done before. Okay, cool. These people do not know me personally. They also don't know the type of person that I am, and they only know vaguely what they've either heard from somebody else who actually know me, or like nothing at all, because I grow and change every day. So whoever you might be getting information from, they could have some outdated ass information on me, and you could be hearing shit from somebody who I don't even really talk to anymore. So there's that. More importantly, I'm making this bullet point to say that those are some of the things that you need to take into consideration when we talking about doing shrooms. There are some people like, I would never jump out of a plane if I'm on shrooms. Baby, that's you, and I am me, and baby, I did it, and that shit was a good ass fucking time, and I would do it again and eat more. I had 6 grams, and I don't feel like that was enough. And they're like, girl, how the hell, because I'm me, and you, and you scared and I'm not? Right, okay. So, you know, I just think that, one, you have to realize when you're talking to a small mind. That's the first part. But some people's perspective is safety. I'm worried about your safety. I'm worried about blah, 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 blah. Right, but then you also got to understand that other people just be fucking scared. You know where we would be in this world if we always listened to people who were scared for us? Motherfucking nowhere and 5 years behind, okay? Number 2. You have to understand that what's hard for them, they probably gonna try to push off on you. There are some people out here like, I probably would have a hard time with that, but that might work for you. And I feel like that's a level of growth. Because everybody like, girl, that's hard. You ain't gonna be able to do that. Because they can't see they self doing it. Again, like I told you, they speaking from their perspective and their experience and their abilities, good, bad, and different, or none. Okay. Number 3, I told y'all about small minds, but some people got small vision because they just not creative the way that you are. I could easily go and explain my creativity to another person who is also a creative, and they would get it because they just so familiar with more than just one thing, more than just 2 things. I feel like all creatives have backgrounds in things that are transferable to other stuff that they never even tried, but that would be easy for them in the long run. You have to understand that some people who don't have no vision at all have the inability to see another person's vision, or don't have no vision of their own because they don't do shit. You gotta realize when you're talking to them. Also, too, gauge how much they know you. The people who really know you, them the people who you should share your ideas with, because they like, I ain't never seen you do that before, but I'm gonna cheer you on to try. Like, I believe in you. Come on, let's see what you can do. Want me to hold your bag? Pay attention to who you talking to. And then when you got people who just naysayers and they want to give you pushback, listen and say, okay, you right, you got it. And then as soon as you done, turn around and prove them motherfuckers wrong. Very much so, Sha'Carri Richardson, they ass. Y'all seen how they did my girl Sha'Carri. And what she do? Turn around and become the fastest woman in the world a year later after they dragged her ass through the mud and told her she wasn't gonna be shit and she need to shut up and train. She turned her ass around. She was like, bet. Alright, okay, I heard you. Okay, watch this. Please talk to me motherfucking nice, okay? Remember that. The last thing that I'm gonna give y'all is to just believe in yourself and try it and find out. Even if you fail, try it and find out. I'm the type of person, I'm testing functionality. If y'all choose to test functionality too, I definitely encourage y'all to do it safely. There are certain things that I personally do not like, but they may work for you. And it may be easier for you than it was for me when I did it. I'm saying all this to say, don't let people discourage you. If you want to do shrooms and test functionality in the way that I do it safely. That's the most I can say. 1, go low and slow. 2, think about your safety. I hope that this video has given y'all a lot of insight. Not only how to just rotate your mind around this whole conversation of shrooms and other things, but help change your mind about listening to other people. Choose not to. Listen to them or don't. Make your own decisions that's based on information, fact, and encouragement, and practicality. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Comment, like, and subscribe, and I will catch y'all on the flip side. Peace out.